Every gardener wants to see plants loaded with fruit, but, the cost of fertilizers can quickly add up. What most don't realize is that the richest plant booster may already be sitting in your kitchen and garden scraps. With the right process, you can turn what others throw away into a liquid that drives flowering, fruiting, and overall plant health, without spending a single cent. This isn't theory. It's a practice gardeners have tested for centuries, and with a little patience, it delivers results commercial products struggle to match. The foundation of the liquid is fermentation. The key to creating a zero-cost liquid fertilizer is controlled fermentation. When organic scraps like fruit peels, vegetable waste, or overripe produce are submerged in water and allowed to ferment, natural microbes break them down into soluble nutrients. Unlike compost, which takes months, fermentation works faster because the liquid medium allows nutrients to dissolve directly. This creates a concentrated solution rich in potassium, phosphorus, trace minerals, and microbial life, all vital for flower and fruit production. The process begins with collecting high-sugar kitchen scraps. Banana peels, papaya skins, mango seeds with flesh still attached, or even watermelon rinds work well. These scraps should be chopped into small pieces to increase surface area and speed fermentation. Place them in a container and cover with clean water, leaving some space at the top for gases to escape. A loose-fitting lid or breathable cloth prevents pressure buildup while keeping pests out. Within a week, bubbles begin to appear, signaling active microbial breakdown. Different scraps contribute different strengths. Banana peels release potassium, which drives flowering and strengthens stems. Papaya skins and seeds contribute enzymes that aid nutrient absorption. Melon and pumpkin scraps provide sugars that feed soil microbes, creating a healthier root zone. Together, these scraps release a balanced mix that plants can take up quickly once diluted. This balance is what makes fermented plant juice such a powerful booster. It is not just nitrogen-heavy growth, but a push toward reproductive success, meaning more blossoms that set into fruit. So, a simple ratio to follow is 1 part chopped scraps to 2 parts water by volume. After fermenting for 7 to 14 days, depending on temperature, the liquid develops a sour-sweet smell and darkens. That is the signal it is ready for use. Strain off the liquid and store it in a sealed bottle, but don't tighten caps too much as slight gas release may continue. The leftover solids can be buried in soil or added to compost for a second round of benefit. Dilution is the step that makes the liquid safe for plants. Raw fermented liquid is just too strong to apply directly. Just like commercial fertilizers, concentration must be managed to avoid damage. A tested ratio is 1 part fermented liquid to 10 parts water for general watering, or 1 part liquid to 20 parts water for foliar spraying. For heavy fruiting plants like tomatoes, peppers, or cucumbers, start with the 1 to 10 dilution applied once a week at the base of plants. For delicate crops or young seedlings, always stay at the weaker 1 to 20 dilution. This ensures nutrients are delivered steadily without shocking the roots. Applied correctly, the results are noticeable. Plants green up, flowers hold better, and fruit sets increase. Tomato clusters fill out evenly, pepper plants stop dropping blossoms, and cucumbers extend their picking window. This isn't magic. It's simply a reliable, microbe-driven way to recycle nutrients into a form plants can immediately use. So, here's the thing. Microbes make this liquid more than just plant food. Beyond the raw nutrients, the greatest advantage of fermented plant liquid is really the microbial boost it carries. You see, the bacteria and fungi that drive fermentation don't just disappear when applied to the soil. They continue their work in the rhizosphere, helping roots unlock those bound nutrients and creating a more active soil food web. That's why plants respond so vigorously. It's both food and life delivered in one application. Over time, with repeated use of this liquid, you'll notice improvements in soil tilth, a reduced dependency on store-bought fertilizers, and the creation of a self-sustaining system where scraps are continually recycled back into growth. Now, to strengthen the microbial population even further, some gardeners like to add a spoonful of molasses at the start of fermentation. This little addition provides extra sugars that feed beneficial bacteria and speed up the process. But it's not essential. Even without additives, fermentation occurs naturally if scraps and water are combined and given time. The cost remains zero, and the effect is still transformative. The final secret is applying this liquid at the right stage. Early in the season, when plants are still establishing foliage, the liquid should be used sparingly. Once every 2 weeks is sufficient. Once flowering begins, switch to weekly applications. This steady feeding ensures blossoms develop into fruit rather than aborting from nutrient stress. As harvest peaks, continue applications until plants begin to slow naturally. Stopping too early can cut yields short, while pushing too late can reduce storage quality in crops like pumpkins and squash. The right balance ensures both quantity and quality of fruit. This is truly a zero-cost cycle that sustains itself. What makes this liquid so valuable is not only the plant response, but the sustainability. Every peel, rind, or scrap that might have gone to waste is instead returned to the garden in liquid form. There is no reliance on packaged inputs, no expense, and no plastic bottles to discard. The cycle closes right at home. Over time, this practice transforms the way a garden is fed, shifting from external inputs to internal abundance. Gardeners who commit to this find they spend less money yet harvest more, proving that fertility is not bought but created. If you have been chasing expensive fertilizers in hopes of bigger harvests, try this instead. Start a jar this week with banana peels and melon rinds, wait 2 weeks, and watch how your plants respond. The results speak for themselves. Lush foliage, strong flowers, and fruit that comes in heavy and steady. If this guide gave you a new tool to make your plants thrive with zero cost, subscribe to Hydrohaven for more soil-smart strategies. And share this with another gardener who could use a reminder that the best fertilizers are often the ones we can make ourselves, for free.